Good afternoon, guys. Hi, my name is Miranda Hyde, and I'm here on behalf of John Paul Mitchell Systems and Beauty Supply Group. I'm super excited today to deliver you guys my 2016 holiday preview, the Neuro Style Amanda. The great thing with working with John Paul Mitchell Systems and having these in-salon classes allows us to learn how to do quick and efficient and really fantastic updos in a smaller period of time. We have amazing artists like Nogi that create these super fast up styles so that during the tail end of wedding season going into Thanksgiving and the holiday season that we can do an add-on service onto our guests. So a guest that predominantly already has a pre-existing appointment and then we find out might be having a dinner party that evening, a wedding, or could be having a holiday party, we can add on to our average service ticket the ability to be able to put about 30 to 45 minutes on the tail end of our guest time and be able to use these as an asset for us. So with the Amanda style today, what we're going to be doing is finding a quick way to be able to use some cool Neuro tools, utilizing a 4-strand braid to create a beachy, awesome texture in the hair. I love using Paul Mitchell techniques in my salon and their pro tools and their products to help me achieve my guests' end goals. So I'm hoping that today you guys will learn to love and understand the cool techniques that Nogi had made for us so that we can take these back into our salon and use them as a little lethal weapon in our back pocket for when we're actually having our guests come into the salon this holiday season. So super forward and excited to show you guys these, and I hope that you guys enjoy my tutorial for my 2016 holiday preview, the Neuro Style Amanda. Have a great day, and thanks so much. Can't wait for you guys to see the end results. Hey guys, so to start off our Amanda Neuro style today, we're going to be taking our guests back to the wash house and using the Paul Mitchell brand smoothing category, super skinny daily shampoo and super skinny daily treatment. The great thing with these products are they're color safe formula that's meant to actually smooth and make even the most rebellious locks more manageable and more shiny. As the super skinny complex and mild surfactants that actually cleanse the hair without plumping it or making it swelled up. It also has an added benefit of not decreasing drying time and also taking the water outside the hair shaft and putting it back in to make it more moisturized. So we're going to take her back, get this shampooed, and we're going to go on to our next step. All right, so we're moving on to our super skinny serum. This right here is going to smooth and condition strands. It's also going to give us a frizz-free end result. It's weightless silicone, smooths and conditions, and leaves an endless shine. The great thing is it's going to give us a frizz-free polish throughout the whole entire day. And it's going to help speed up that drying utilizing the super skinny complex. So to start her off, before we blow dry, we're going to take, and we're only going to put a couple pumps of this product right into the palm of our hand. And we're going to go through it and we're going to work it through the guest's hair just to help us really utilize the silicone in it to give the hair a little bit of slip and great polish. All right, our dryer that we're going to be using today is our Neuro Grip. It's an ergonomic dryer. It's a handle-free dryer that has a great ergonomic design that gives us ultimate comfort and control. The great thing with our Neuro tools is it comes with an 1875 watt DC motor. It's got 3 heat settings and 3 speed settings, and it allows us to be able to intermix those two for the ultimate control on what we're doing on our guest's hair. The great thing with our Neuro Pro tools is that they have the Smart Sense microchip that allows us to be able to style smarter, not harder, and then offers us also a 2-year wonderful warranty that goes along with all these wonderful products. It's got a rubber coating on the outside, and it still has all of our express ion technology built into the nozzle, into the barrel that'll help us heat up the hair from the inside out, pushing that water shaft out and putting it back into the hair shaft to give us ultimate shine, the most control, and the best blow dry known to man. The great thing with our Neuro products is that wonderful 2-year warranty and the promise that whenever we use one of these in our salon, we're working at our optimum best to be able to produce a wonderful end result faster, more efficiently than standard tools. So thank you guys so much, and we're going to move on to our next product. All right, so as part of doing our blow dry today on our Amanda style, we're going to be utilizing our Express Ion Round Brush XL. The cool thing with these are they got an aluminum barrel. So what this is going to do is it's going to heat up as we're blow drying to be able to smooth and polish all of the strands of the hair. It has express ion technology built into it, which is going to decrease drying time and give us a smoother end polish. And then also too, it's got these cool little unique bristles. These bristles are totally rad. They're corkscrews. These corkscrews are going to allow us to fuse to each hair strand, get a really good pull on it. While we're doing our truck and trailer, that's going to securely lock it into this, and all these amazing things that Paul Mitchell's created to build these amazing round brushes. It's going to help us just speed up drying, give us a smoother, frizz-free, static-free end result. It is a hairstylist's best friend to be using one of the Express Round Ion brushes. So we're going to get into the tutorial on how to do Amanda's hair. All right, so now that we've gotten all of our super skinny serum put in our guest hair, what we're going to do is we're going to utilize our Neuro grip and our Express Ion Round Brush XL, and we're going to go through and we're just going to be smoothing and polishing out all of those great Express Ion complexes into the guest hair, giving us a really good smooth result that'll be perfect for our 4-strand braid that's going to come on up. So the way that we typically blow dry is we use one in one hand and utilize the brush in the other. And you're gonna go through and you're gonna do a truck and trailer. So pretty much a truck and trailer is overall, is just using the nozzle of the brush, sitting perfectly on top of the round brush and guiding it through. What that's gonna do is that's gonna keep all the air completely saturated just in the one area that you want it to, which is gonna help give us a lot smoother end result. And it's just gonna get that great polish. Okay, now that we've gotten our guest blown on out, we're going to start our partings off for the sectioning. So we're going to start in the very front hairline, and we're going to do a zigzag parting. And we're going to move that zigzag parting all the way down to the occipital area. So that's going to give us 2 distinct partings in the very front. And what that's going to do is that's predominantly going to just give us a really diffused line in the front. So when we're done with all the braiding and putting those in there, it'll just make sure that it's just not a harsh line right down the front of the guest face. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to section off the front and the very back with using our Paul Mitchell Pro clips. These are antimicrobial clips that leave no line of demarcation, no pressure, and they have a really good grip with 0 to no slip in them. Great pro clips. So I'm going to move her around so you can see. So nice little V in the back from behind the ear to behind the ear, right at the occipital bone. So then what we're going to do is we're going to break these bigger sections in the front up. So we are going to file the parietal ridge that goes across there all the way back to the mastoid division line. So we'll be able to clip this one side up. And we're going to follow through on the other side. Checking for evenness just to make sure that our lines across the parietal ridge are the same exact on both sides. And we are looking good. Now that we have all of our guests' hair pulled back, we're going to start on the front right-hand side. So what we're going to do is we're going to use out of the Paul Mitchell brand Express Style category, hot off the press. This is your flat iron's best friend. This is a lightweight hairspray that's fast drying that actually protects each strand from thermal damaging. Super light hold, humidity resistant, great product to start basing off our up style today. So once we put that in, we're going to comb that through, making sure that that product's perfectly in your hair, in the hair. And we're going to go through and we're going to start off with a 4-strand braid. So these are fun. They allow us to take a lot denser of a hair and condense it into a smaller braid. And then once we start losing weight, like weight of hair, we can actually drop it down to a 3-strand. So you're going to take the right inside and go underneath, drop that on over. The center one will go underneath that. Right one will go underneath, and that hair pops on over. So then we're going to take the far outside one and we're going to go underneath, and that's going to create us to have 2 on the outside. So that one's going to go under, furthest one out is going to go underneath, 2 back on either side. So farthest one goes under, top one, farthest one goes under, and just kind of wrapping everything underneath, going top, outside, underneath on both sides. So at this point in time, the braid got a little thin, so I took the 2 outside on the left-hand side, made those into 1, and going down. So with the braid, you're going to try to work it all the way down to the very bottom. We're going to leave the ends out to create a little bit of texture, but we don't want to stop the braid too high up the hair shaft, because if we do that, then we're not going to get the amount of crimping all the way down, and it's going to be like half crimped and half left out. All right. We're going to take a clear elastic band, tie off this bottom to secure our 4-strand to 3-strand braid. Now that we have that braid set in stone, we're going to take a clip, and what this clip is going to do is it's going to allow this to have a little bit of poof up at the scalp, and it's going to give us a little bit of friction. Now to heat up this braid, we're going to be using our Neuro style. This is a wonderful flat iron. It's got 1-inch isothermic titanium plates. It has Smart Sense microchip, which allows, once it heats up to 450 degrees in 30 seconds, it regulates heat 50 times per second, making sure that we don't lose even heat throughout the flat iron. It has a digital screen on the outside with programmable turn-ons and turn-offs, and you can actually see what temperature that your flat iron's living at. It's part of the Neuro brand, so it gives us, besides the Smart Scent microchip, a wonderful 2-year manufacturer's warranty. So once we're going to go through, we're just going to slightly heat up each one of the sections, just working through it. So what this is going to do is that's going to create a different change in the hydrogen bonds, and it's going to re-change the texture of the hair from being pretty straight back into having a beachy, wonderful texture. Now with doing this with your guys' hair fiber, you're going to have to make the executive decision yourself on what temperature that to have this at. I feel like that for my guest hair, 360 degrees seemed like a really good heat for us to be using today. All right, now that I've heated her up, I'm going to take the clip out. I'm going to wrap it up, pop it on over, and tie that guy on in. And what that's going to do is that's going to allow that to cool right there in its place. So I'm going to go over to the other side, do this top section in a 4-strand braid, wrap this up, take this other one and wrap him up on top too. And then we'll go and move into the back area. So I'll jump on top of that and I'll show you guys the end result. All right, so now this is the end result with all the 4-strand braids that have moved down to 3-strand braids. Now they're just kind of sitting and cooling. So if your top right hand section, the bottom right hand, your back bigger section, and then your left hand side. So all those are going to sit up and actually cool. And once those are done cool, we'll move through and start pulling some of these awesome braids on out. So as these braids have already cooled, what I'm doing is I'm just removing the rubber bands off the back, and I'm taking my TZ brush. The TZ brush is meant to give us sky-high results with minimum effort. It has 3 tiers of staggered bristles that help us create amazing height and volume throughout the hair. So I don't really want to disrupt too much of these braids and pull out some of this amazing crimp. So I'm just using the telecomb just to pull those apart. So as you can tell based off of it, the 4-strand braids with using the Neuro style just gave it enough texture and enough volume and enough things to give our guests a really fun, beachy, awesome look. So to cap off the rest of her style, I'm going to use the Paul Mitchell brand Express Style Hold Me Tight Hairspray. This super lightweight, but yet long-lasting, flexible hold increases shine and just gives our clients the amount of spray and hold to be able to last this style all evening. So I'm going to go through, just pick up a couple pieces and kind of pop her around. So, ta-da! Our Amanda style out of the Neuro Holiday 2016 preview. So I just would like to thank Nogi for giving us these amazing techniques that we can actually bring into salons to help us increase revenue behind the chair during the tail end of wedding season and the upcoming holiday season. Then I'd also like to just say that I hope that you guys loved my short tutorials about all the products that are in the Neuro brand. And then also too, some of the amazing products that we gotten out of the Paul Mitchell brand also. So I'd love to encourage everyone to be able to request these classes and bring them into their salons so they can learn amazing techniques, tools, and procedures to be able to help them better themselves behind the chair. So thank you guys so much for giving me this opportunity to perform part of my 2016 preview for the fall season. And thank you, and I can't wait to finish up the 3 other left. So peace, love, and happiness. Thanks so much. Once again, Miranda Hyde, here on behalf of John Paul Mitchell Systems and Beauty Supply Group.